So you're 48 years old when you start this, and I love bringing that point out because a lot of people go, "Oh, it's too late for me." You know, I haven't done anything significant. It's too late for me. And at 48 years old, you start out on a journey that 30 plus years later, millions of dollars to missions, successful, like the whole thing from start to finish. And some people at 26 are going, "Oh, I'm washed up." You know, you're like, no, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit before 50 or 48.
Okay.
And you started out as a CPA, right? And you kind of went the safe road. You worked at a firm, right?
That's not real. If you want to really go back to the beginning.
Okay. We're going back a step before
graduated from college.
Okay, yeah.
Now I always had a part-time job from the time I was in 10th grade. So we don't need to talk about those.
Oh, you've had some good part-time jobs though.
Well, that's true. Maybe we'll talk about those.
Yeah, we might get there.
The ketchup factory, the hotel. Yeah,
Yep.
we may want to talk about those. But in 1968, I graduated.
Okay.
We got married that year. And my full-time gig started out as a 9th grade school teacher.
Ooh.
Teaching general business and business math to 9th graders.
Did you love that?
Well, I loved it when I quit. I learned real quick that 9th graders didn't really care about learning how to write a check and balancing a bank account and all that. So it was a real struggle for me. So I lasted a year.
One whole year.
Yeah. And so and
were you a CPA at this
no,
point? Like you hadn't even taken
never even thought about being one at that point.
Ah, gotcha.
So when that year came up, I was looking for a job. Well, I found a job. There was an health insurance company that had a contract with the Medicare program to audit hospitals and nursing homes to make sure that they were doing what they were supposed to do.
Gotcha.
And so I took that job, and Karen was teaching school at the time, and so we ended up having to move to Philadelphia.
No.
So we moved to Philadelphia, and she got a job there. She was taught typing. You know what typing is?
I think I was in the last of the typing classes, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And if you needed copies, you used carbon paper.
Oh wow, carbon paper.
Yeah,
that's
you
taking me back.
Yeah, but don't make a mistake on the top one because you got to correct the back.
Oh,
anyhow,
man.
That's not here today. So we moved to Philadelphia, and we were there. I think we stayed there about 3 years, 2.5, 3 years.
Okay.
And we had gone to homecoming at the college we graduated from, Evangel. It's a university now, Evangel University. And we had gone there, and we had run into some friends from when we were in school who lived in Indianapolis. And
that was the connection to Indy.
Yeah, and the one guy says to me, "When you guys going to move to Indianapolis?" And I just said, "Whenever you find me a job." I didn't plan on moving there, but about 2 weeks later, I get a call from a CPA firm, and that's where it all started. They called, and they had a number of nursing homes that they did audits for and all that, and they needed somebody that had the background, and since I did audits, they thought that I would really love to do that.
Oh, yeah. So you're in Philly, you're working for a company that does audits.
Correct.
And then you make this joke with a buddy, find me a job.
Yes.
They call with literally a job in Indy for a company that does audits. That's what ends up bringing you here is that job.
That's where it all started, yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So it's not like you set out to be a CPA. You were, again, kind of following the steps of what life was having for you.
Right.
You always told me when you worked in the ketchup factory, you were like, I at least learned what I didn't want to do for the rest of my life. Like that was the lesson that I learned after one shift. This is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So you just continue now, school teacher, and then it's like, all right, that wasn't really for me, not what I want to do. Oh, next door's open. Let's step into that and kind of see how that flows. Right. And so there's an interesting parallel as you're starting to kind of unfold some of these stories of just kind of taking the logical next step that's in front of you. And you make a joke to a buddy about, hey, get me a job in Indy. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're here in Indy. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. So you're working for now a CPA firm doing audits for nursing home.
Right. And one of the requirements of me taking that position was I had to be a CPA, which I was not. And I was a business major in college, had nothing to do with accounting. So part of that requirement was that I had to get my CPA certificate. Mm-hmm. And so I had to take classes at night at the college. I had to take accounting classes and tax classes and all that, and then work a full-time shift. One of the other, just kind of an off on this, was I did not realize when I took the job, it was, we moved here in December.
Okay.
And I did not realize that this firm had a rule that during tax season, you came to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and worked till 5, and then you went home for dinner and came back and worked from 7 to 9.
Oh my goodness!
Even if you weren't involved in taxes or anything, well,
you had.
I'm new to this job, right? So when you're new to a job, you don't have a whole lot to do. So I'm sitting in, and back up a little bit. She didn't come because we had to move, and she had to finish her school.
Oh, okay.
And teaching job, and so I'm sitting there. Dark outside with just trying to find something to read and all that.
Oh,
and I'm going, what have I done?
Oh, yeah.
And so I made it. She finally moved out. I don't remember when we moved, but anyhow.
Let's talk about that for a second. So you move here. You guys are in separate states now.
Yep.
And you've taken this job after, a buddy of yours has gotten you the job.
Yep.
You move state lines, and now all of a sudden you find yourself sitting at an empty office. Probably you knew some people, but did anybody that you knew work at the business?
No. The guy that got me the job was the administrator of the nursing home at the church. The church had a nursing home.
Okay.
So
you had some friends per se, but not necessarily somebody that worked with. And you find yourself sitting in this office. It's dark outside in the middle of Indianapolis winter. What's going on in your mind in that point? Like, are you going?
How do I go back?
Yeah, you're going. Mom's still there, back in Philly. Do you just retreat? Yeah. What ended up keeping you to kind of push through that season?
Well, I just we had a lot of friends there. We did have a lot of friends there, not just the guy that. Used to be my friend that got me the job.
Yeah.
But
he's no longer.
There were a lot of. We had a lot of friends, and I knew that once we got settled in, it would work. And it was a new experience. So.
Do you like the new experience? Like something new to try to do and figure out? Is that something you enjoy?
Yeah. As you look through my history, you probably find out that. I did a lot of that.
That must be where your son gets it too.
Yes.
So it must be. Now I understand so much about myself all of a sudden in that one question. So.